So after years of waiting, Black Ops 1 and 2 have finally landed on the PlayStation 5. But obviously the big question is, are these actually worth buying in 2026? Obviously 13 years after the Black Ops 2 launch. Or are you just playing for the nostalgia reasons? I've spent some time looking into what's changed and whether these ports are worth your money. So before you hit the purchase button, here's everything you need to know. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. If you're into Call of Duty Zombies or classic multiplayer, make sure to subscribe because we've got plenty more content coming. Now, let's answer the question that everybody's asking. Are the new Black Ops 1 and 2 ports actually worth it? First of all, it's important to know these ports are not remasters. They're literally just ports. That means you're getting the original game with higher compatibility on a modern PlayStation console. Not rebuilt graphics, no new animations, and definitely not a remake. They're just throwing a slider on it and sending it out. What you're going to receive, you're going to receive the full campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies. And even for Black Ops 2, you even get the emblem editor, which is included. And I've put about 10 hours into the game, and there are some diabolical emblems that I remember when I was 13, 14. So if you just wanted to replay these classics on a modern hardware, that's exactly what the game offers. If you just want the game, you pay, your $60 for the game, which I think is outrageous, and you play the game. On the Black Ops 2, they want the Seasons Pass, which is a further $50, which I think is ridiculous. But anyway, we'll get into the good parts. The biggest positive is convenience. For PlayStation players, this is the first time in years you've been able to play these games without digging out an old PS3. And even when you do have the PS3 and you get into an online game, you just met with complete hackers. Performance is genuinely smoother than the original consoles. Load times are much faster thanks to the SSD that's in the hardware itself. And matchmaking has been a big boost because many players jump back in at launch. If you're mainly buying these games for the campaign or the zombies with friends, there's still some of the best Call of Duty experiences ever made. Black Ops 1 has the greatest Call of Duty campaign ever, whilst Black Ops 2 introduced branching, story choices, and arguably one of the strongest zombie lineups in the series. Now, let's talk about the downsides. The biggest complaint from players has been input lag, especially in Black Ops 1. Some people may feel noticeably less responsive than the PS3 version, while others don't notice much difference at all. So your experience may depend on your TV settings or whether Activision released future patches. Another disappointment is these ports don't include modern features like field of view slider, 120Hz support, or cross-platform multiplayer. These really are classic experiences brought forward, not modernized versions. And then there's the pricing. Each game is sold separately, and if you want all zombie maps and multiplayer DLCs, you have to buy the season passes separately as well. That means the total price can add up pretty quickly if you want the complete experience. But is the multiplayer worth it? If multiplayer is your main reason why you're buying these games, Black Ops 2 is probably the safer choice. Most impressions suggest it feels better overall, while Black Ops 1 seems to have more reports of connection and responsibility issues. That said, both games have active player counts right now because they're brand new on PlayStation, whether the last 6 months from now or story. Now with the multiplayer and the zombies, Activision has come out and said that both on PS4 and PS5, that they are cross-platform and cross-progression, which means you can go from PS4 and get to first prestige and you will not lose any progress going to PS5. Now, let's talk about the zombies. If you're buying these mainly for the zombies, honestly, they're still incredible. Kino to Toten, 5, Ascension, Origins, Mob of the Dead, Buried, one of my favorites. These maps are largely for the reasons. If you've got friends to play with, you probably got dozens of hours of these games. My final verdict. So, are the PS5 ports worth buying? I'd say yes, but with a few conditions. If you ever played Black Ops 1 or 2 before, these are still two of the best Call of Duties ever made. If you're returning for nostalgia, you'll probably have a great time revisiting the campaign, zombie, and multiplayer. But if you were expecting remastered visuals, brand new features, or complete packages, especially with the DLC included, you might walk away disappointed. If you grab them on sale, especially with the PlayStation Plus discount, they're much easier to recommend. At full price with all the DLC, that's a tougher sell. At full price with the DLCs, these games each are going to be $110. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. Have you picked up the new Black Ops 1 and 2 on PS5? Are you loving them? Are you hating them? Or do you think Activision should have done more with these ports? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. My thought on is if we've been crying out to get these games ported, well not ported, well really remastered into the game. Now, if we touch it, we're going to cry. If they don't touch it, we're still complaining. It's it's like, what do you want? Do you want a good game, a refined game, a remastered game? Or do you just want something that you just get rid of the hackers and have a nice, polished game? In my opinion, I don't mind the ports. I didn't really expect to play for the season pass. But again, anything to squeeze a little bit of money out is all that they would need. I'm enjoying my time playing these games again and bring back good old memories, especially when there's no hackers around. And I hope that everything goes well with the game. I hope there's constant updates and actual players stay with the game. Because you always hear people saying, "Oh well, if we play these games, I'm never gonna leave it." When in fact, in a month, you're gonna leave it. So let me know what you think down below, and please like and subscribe. Thank you. Hope you have a good day.